This week on Hero Complex.
He was once described by Pele as the best footballer in the world. It's George Best.
A father who, unfortunately, has his daughter taken. I've gone with Bryan Mills from Taken.
Two Northern Irishmen who let their children down.
Yes. We should send this podcast to the UN. Are they just like...
I don't think you can follow someone who's younger than you.
Tell that to the judge, mate. If any of my children are listening to this in 30 years...
I've had sex! You're not going to believe it. I've had sex!
This show sucks. Hallelujah. Hero Complex. Hero Complex. Welcome to another episode of the Hero Complex podcast. I hope that song isn't trademarked.
By the Vatican.
Oh, the Catholic Church.
By Opus Dei.
They're famously litigious.
Listen, we could...
I was an altar boy, need I say more?
Yeah. You can affect our altar boys, but you can't affect our songs. Hi, I'm Patrick Brosnan, comedian extraordinaire. With me I have two other extraordinary comedians. Adam Green.
Hello.
And Hugh Peacock.
Hello.
Welcome, heroes, to another episode. And it's a rip-roaring episode. We're just back from our spooktacular. And boy, I'm still shivering. That's what radio people say, stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Yeah, it was a week ago, and I'm still shivering. The heating's not been paid.
Bringing that up again already.
Yeah, because I'm 65. The government no longer pays for my heating. I'm freezing to death. But we got a bit rip-roaring fight between two heroes. I think it's one of the closest ones we've ever had. Adam, your hero?
Well, my hero this week is a man who's inspired many a footballer. He was once described by Pele as the best footballer in the world. He's probably one of the few footballers not from Chelsea that I would ever consider doing. He is the best around. It's George Best. I've gone with there.
And Hugh?
I've gone a different route. I went with a father who, unfortunately, has his daughter taken from him.
That's it.
But
Donald
luckily
Trump
he
again.
has an incredibly special set of skills. I've gone with Bryan Mills from Taken.
Ooh.
I'm always surprised when I hear that name because I don't think he says it in the film ever. I'm right. I thought his name was John Taken. You all remember the scene in the film where he's at a bar, one concert. Yeah, sorry, ladies, I'm taken.
John Taken.
Yeah,
I'm very single. Please sleep with him.
Yeah, his name used to be John Spoken for. Sorry, ladies, I'm spoken for. But we'll get to that battle later on. But enter banter segment. How's that week been? Adam, you've been on holiday. You've been Tenerife?
Lanzarote.
Right, we've all fucked it. Lanzarote. I thought you were in Tenerife.
Why did you say Gran Canaria then?
I said it'd be fun.
No, I was in Lanzarote with old Mama Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, two of us went there. It was nice. Was in bed by 9:30 every night.
Was it?
That's not true because you were abusing Pat in the group chat one of the nights.
Yeah.
I was in bed. I wasn't asleep. And I started drinking very early because of the heat. That was really good. Got to see a lot of Irish bars.
Sweet.
Yeah. Went to the casino every night. My mother insisted. Won about 600 euros on roulette.
Nice.
It's tough to do, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's really nice. I'll go to Gran Canaria in a week's time.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's because apparently I now love the Canary Islands so much.
Because they all speak English there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and every restaurant serves egg and chips or whatever.
Well, because I speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah.
We all know
because you learned it when you were at foosball camp.
Yeah. El Casino.
Yeah. El Casino. ¿Dónde está el casino? Ahí. Oh, muy bien.
Yeah.
See? Great.
Dios mío.
You speak Spanish out there and they go, sorry, love, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a waste of all those years studying Spanish.
Mm.
But other than that, it's great.
While you're busy studying Spanish, I studied the blade.
What? 1, 2, or Trinity?
No, just like a small one. Like keep on me in case the gangs attack.
All right.
Yeah. I got free for an Easter egg. Hugh, what have you been up to?
Tuesday night I went to Casa del Brusnahan.
So you did. Yes.
Speaking of Spanish, we watched Troy.
We watched Troy.
Donde era my invite?
You
were in fucking Lanzarote. We just had this.
I was back.
Oh,
On
You're
Tuesday.
you were jet lagged.
you're coming to Acton, are you?
Yeah.
No,
Come to Acton
if
to
I'd have flown into Heathrow, maybe.
Yeah, coming to Acton to watch Troy and drink my parents' booze.
He wants to drink his parents' booze with 50 men.
The man wants to die.
What made you pick Troy?
We all just love Troy. I don't know what to tell you. It's
Yeah.
such a good
Might be
movie.
my 5th watching of it this year.
We watched it at my house weeks ago.
Yeah. It goes Citizen Kane, Troy, that one with Paris Hilton, House of Wax,
The remake.
and then the one where she gets fucked.
Yeah,
And then,
One Night in Paris. Just sat
and
there
then,
watching that at Pat's house.
Moonlight.
Yes, we watched Troy, and what else was it? We had a reasonably fun evening that night.
Yeah, it was fun. We smoking cigarettes out the front, so my mum and dad don't know.
Yeah, throw them onto the road.
Yeah.
Were they there?
No, they were in Belfast.
No, they them.
Huh? Were they such them?
Yes, I have non-binary parents, and I didn't want to go to art school, but they forced me to.
No,
And now I have a PhD in ice sculpture.
Hence why you're still living with your parents.
Yeah. Whoa. Below belt.
Whoa! Oh, he's had ample opportunity in 4 months to move out, but he's not having it. He's the most indecisive man in the world, and I've lost all patience in it.
You're right to. Oh, okay, fine. You're right to the patience.
Yes, I was.
For the listener at home, do you want to just give some context to the rant you're about to go on?
I'll give you some rants, okay. One that won't have to be edited out by Barney. So the first thing you have to know is Pat is... Anyway, no, Pat and myself...
Oh, you're forcing me to move house.
I don't want to force you to move house. We said we were going to move. I said, okay, there's a place come up in February.
Yes.
You were like, yes, in, done, grand.
No,
Then you
I said I wasn't sure I could make it by February.
No, February was the original, and you said yes. Then you said, no, I'm not sure. So I go, grand, okay, no problem. Then you said, yes, I'm in 100%. Messaged the guy again, went, yeah, Pat's back in, don't do anything. And then Pat goes, no, well, actually, me and Pat were meant to go and see the place on Wednesday morning, so I stayed at his so I could wake him up. Pat goes, no, I've got work to do, so I'm not coming.
Yeah. That's fine. You lost patience. I completely commend that.
Commend it.
Commend it.
Have fun in Wimbledon.
I will.
Wimbledon's nice.
Have fun.
Wimbledon's fucking ages away.
Have fun.
Depends where you're going.
Have fun when your mother gives out every time you come home late. No.
Did you not wake up next to each other?
No,
I went to my bedroom. Please come to my room.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move the gaming chair.
It's two words. Gaming. It's a Ming vase that he's gay in.
I thought it was something else. This is my friend Ming. He's gay, and I sit on him.
Well, now we gotta keep it all in.
And he's like a Flintstone dinosaur. Where is the living? This show sucks.
I've decided to lose this episode. Just for anybody who's...
I think the only one who's losing this is me, and I'm the host. But no, but hey, you moved in with a good mate of yours, and
well, I haven't, but I will.
you will, yes. And by the time this podcast is released, you have been living there for 4 months.
I'll have been there for some time.
Where was but all right, don't dox him. But where was Pat going to live then?
It was
In the house.
I would. There was more than one
Preferably
bedroom.
one of the bedrooms.
Yes. I'm not 100% sure why this question had to be asked.
So there's 2 of you moving in now, but it was going to be 3 of you.
There is 3 of us. So one person is already in the house, has 2 people moving out.
Right.
So there's 2 bedrooms coming free, which looked perfect for Hugh Pat movement. But
We'd have died within the year. The way we.
in any case, let's
Or you'd
move
have
it.
saved a lot of commuting time between Troy watches.
Actually, that's true. The amount of
100%.
time we would have saved on commuting would have helped the hospital bills. But no, it is my fault, and I apologize, as I've done many times. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
I feel
Whoa,
like-
this is a bad one so far. Let's go.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to do any of my voices.
Oh, you said any of your N words.
I've never said in any fucking show. This is so annoying. How do you think we get all those Russian views? It's down to me and my slurs. Not that I say them.
The Russians are like, finally, someone says like his.
In Russia, it says like he says it.
He's been
Yeah.
too long.
It says it is like you. Are you a big gambler, Hugh? He's Adam spent a bit of time in the
Not
casino.
a huge camera. Well,
Was the casino stuff was the sports betting?
I like sports betting. I go to the casino the odd time. Like if it's kind of on, but I haven't been to a casino in a while.
What's the game of choice?
In a casino?
Yeah. Or Nintendo.
I mean, like blackjack's a bit of crack, and it's you don't lose a fortune immediately. Poker, if there's a poker table, I like a poker table.
See, I like the 3-card poker that you play against the dealer. That's
That's
great.
a fun one.
Because it's basically all the side bets.
Yeah, 100%.
You get 3 of a kind, 33 to 1. Brilliant.
Unreal.
Have 50 quid on that. You know all about it,
Yeah,
don't you?
but
Yeah.
you
Of course.
never do.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer
I
sending
do.
12 golden keys out to strangers within the casino who will have to make it to Albuquerque, New Mexico. In there's a locker about this size. And inside there's a duffel bag with $1 million. And they all have to race to get there. But then you put bets on the people.
And then it's near a Smash Mouth concert.
Yeah. They just met this morning. That one. No, Smash Mouth live there, so they're always right by there. Big supporters of the gambling.
One of Smash Mouth's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, by the time
What,
this
somebody told you
podcast-
that?
By the time this podcast
Did somebody
comes-
tell you that?
What do you mean?
Somebody once told me Smash Mouth is dead. His body is in the shed. He was looking kind of dead because he is kind of dead. This isn't spectacular episodes. I don't know. Until the rest of the song. And you will start coming, you will start coming. Smash Mouth dead. I am coming. This won't make the highlights, I don't know.
He is dead, if you wanted confirmation.
He is dead.
Yes.
James Smashmouth.
Yeah, thank you.
Jimmy SM.
Jimmy. He's a different guy.
and he is not nice.
He's so cruel to both me and himself. Let's get into our debate.
Please.
The best debate we've had so far, because of one of them's called Best. So let's introduce our heroes in a bit more depth. Adam, go into who George Best is in reality and to you.
So George Best, he's a footballer from the sort of 50s, 60s. He was very much
He's not checked.
around then, early, before I was born.
Before the colour telly.
Yeah, he mainly played in black and white.
You're not supposed to call them that.
Before shows like My Wife and Kids start coming out.
Well, the tour's going to be cancelled.
What? No, we can't reveal the name of it. But
I think we can.
what?
Teaser?
Bustis League.
No, it's the 4XL. Fantastic 4XL.
No, I'm still voting for Bustis League.
No, it's terrible. That's bad.
Bustin makes me feel
You
good.
came up with the much better one, and you were talking down the better one you came up with.
All right. But anyway, George Best.
George Best.
George Best is a footballer who played football at some stage earlier than now.
Yeah.
Is that better? Does that sound like I've looked it up?
For
Barney's
who?
here.
Made his debut in, started playing for Man United in 61.
Yeah, 50s and 60s.
50s and 60s.
The really late 50s.
Well, he probably played for someone before that, so.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the
I know
60s,
he's wrong, but
yeah.
let's keep
Anyway, sorry, okay.
You didn't ask his. I don't know why I did. George Best played football in the 60s and probably 70s.
The drunkest man in the world, you reckon he lasted? Anyway, whatever,
No, he retired in 1984.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, George Orwell. That's how Orwell is.
After a number of fucking 3 games a season.
Yeah, one game for Tobermoor United.
Yeah. Go back. Yeah, how many games did he play in the 70s total?
Oh, fucking hell, hang on.
Probably about 50.
Yeah, he played less than 100 games in
Yeah.
the 1980s, to be fair.
90, and what about 70s?
70s, there's still a few because he was still at Man United.
Yeah, see?
Fair play.
Yeah.
Right, so
George Best was a footballer who played football in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah.
He retired in 1984. Yeah, he was an iconic legend. He appealed a lot to men
As
of the
compared to
time.
those non-iconic legends. Sorry.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
I know how it is. The racist flake. I know how it is.
George Best was a footballer who
Yeah.
played football in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He was an iconic legend of iconic proportions.
Adam knows
No,
the word.
no, let's let him get to the end of it.
Adam knows the word. It's iconic. George Best was an iconic footballer who played in the iconic 60s, 70s.
Yeah, well, the iconic football and the iconic game.
George Best was a footballing icon who played football in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He's an iconic legend of a footballer from the eras of the 60s, 70s.
Okay, so
and
Adam knows
80s.
nothing about George Best. Is what's
No, I know
happening here.
loads about George Best.
So
But
say
you keep
one of the things.
interrupting and
No,
correcting all the
say
facts.
one of the things.
So you say one of the things. He played for Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah. He scored against Liverpool once. Had sex with Miss World.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. So your hero is Bruce Forsyth. Okay. We get the gist.
He drunk a lot.
We get the gist of George Best. Your hero, John Taken. Sorry, Bryan Mills.
Bryan Mills, aka Johnny Taken. So we live in a world of
In a world.
dastardly hostage
people.
takers. Hostage takers who they will sometimes take your friends and family and countrymen. And Bryan
Oh,
Mills,
he's not looked it up.
what Bryan Mills did was he went and took out all of the links in the chain who abducted and took his daughter. Some people, when they have hostages taken, invade the entire country and surrounding countries. However, Bryan Mills only goes for the certain Albanians and Frenchmen involved in the taking.
Yeah.
But again, there are people who, if a hostage is taken, they go, no, well, not only will we invade your entire country, we will invade all the surrounding countries. And those people are...
Yeah, we should send this
Insert
podcast
blur
to the UN. And they're just like, I cannot believe Patrick didn't move in. Why did he go to the viewing?
What we should do is we'll get Pat to send it to the UN, so that way it will never happen. And, yeah.
I can send an email. If the viewing was an email, I would have done it.
I wouldn't have cared if you never came to the viewing, you fucking idiot. Anyway.
All right, so Bryan Mills versus George Best. I think both these characters, right? Father figures. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
George Best giving, not giving birth.
Oh, Pat knows anatomy.
Yeah. Out of George Best's arse came the celebrity known as Callum Best. Bryan Mills, John Taken has his daughter Brittany Taken.
Yes.
Okay, now who do you think is a better father?
I think
The one who chased across Europe to save his daughter, or George Best, who by his name alone gave Callum Best the the lifetime of a lifetime.
Well, both of their children were from broken homes. You have to remember. George
Oh, yeah,
Best's,
yeah.
George
Separation,
Best's
yeah.
son has an American accent for some reason. As does Bryan Mills' daughter.
Two Northern Irishmen who let their children down.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Them have an
Which,
American accent.
actually, a better question. Which Northern Irishman do you think has gone wander around the streets looking for a black bastard to kill more?
Possibly
Well,
both.
If I was a black bastard.
Feels like that will get Pat's
Do you
vote.
have any? Do you have any other words that you could describe?
It's a different episode.
Oh yeah, sorry. Pat says
Friends?
slurs.
Potential friend.
Villain.
That's an image. I like that. Though.
That's a callback.
That's going back a couple of
Yeah.
But if you were,
Yeah, if any of you have listened to more than one episode, that's a callback. You might have heard it. But no, okay, so I mean,
I think George Best is slightly better because the only reason Brittany Taken got taken was because her father let her go and follow U2 around on tour.
yeah.
well,
What self-respecting father lets their daughter follow
paraphrase-
U2
to
around?
you
paraphrase-
two are a fantastic band from the wonderful country of Ireland.
But to paraphrase Donald Trump, I prefer my
iconic
heroes who don't let their daughters get captured.
Well, I prefer my heroes who don't let their sons turn into Callum Best, the DJing weirdo.
I don't even think he DJs. He
does. No, he's a DJ
I think he
now.
turns up. Does he DJ now?
just- he
He's
DJs
growing
now.
up a bit.
He just wears a dinner jacket to
But
club.
it's
Yeah.
a DJ.
That's-
It's a DJ in
that's
the
what he
sense
thinks
that
the
he
DJ
hits
says.
play on a thing.
Designated jack off.
We're going to get all the Callum Best fans in the comments going,
Actually,
he did DJ for Rangers.
He fucking DJ'd for Rangers.
Yeah.
That's what are you talking about? Oh, you think that there's just this picture of him next to Tiesto?
Yeah. Yeah. Bianca Gascoigne in the middle. Oh, yeah. Who else could pull Gaz's drunk daughter? Her blood is WKD next to that man. That fucking tyrant of a human being. Paul Gascoigne, if you listen to this, I hope you die.
Oh,
He's a horrible human being.
What are you basing that on?
All the divorces and all the beatings.
What beatings?
He's beating a lot of women. He's
I
been in court for stuff.
Is he? Is
I
this
don't think he
slanderous?
has. This sounds slanderous.
No, he has. There's.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
Yeah.
right.
I don't like to admit it. And Barney doesn't like to admit it because he's a Tottenham legend.
Raymond van
He's an
Vanden.
iconic legend of Tottenham.
I hate
Who'd you support again?
I'm a Leicester fan.
So funny. You just keep going after Barney. You have a hatred for
Accusing him of being
Barney.
a
Barney,
Spurs
we should
fan.
hang out. You know what? And I was thinking,
Hey,
we should all
hey,
we should hang out, Barney. We don't know Barney.
Barney, he's not going to turn up.
I've actually got a spare room in my house.
Just FYI, he's not going to turn up, Barney. He'll say he will, then he'll say he won't, and then he'll say he definitely will. And then he won't.
If any of my children are listening to this in 30 years,
I've had sex! You're not going to believe it. I've had sex!
I'm surprised you could have children because you'll be in and then you'll be pulling out and then you'll be definitely in and then you'll be pulling
that's
out
how you have
again.
sex, mate. It's in and out. You don't just leave it in, you soaker.
The soakers are taking over.
Okay, next question. Who scored more goals for Northern Ireland? No. Who do you think is a bigger Northern Irish legend? Liam Neeson or George Best?
Well, his hero isn't Liam Neeson now, so
Well, it's Bryan Mills.
We've had this before, and you've benefited, so I'm going to say Liam Neeson.
yeah, you think he's a bigger hero than George Best?
Yeah.
George Best won them the World Cup.
No, he did not.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think he lost in the World Cup in a couple of tournaments.
They definitely thought he would win the World Cup, but he did not. He also was one of those guys. It's like the lads from Man United, because obviously Man United are the best in the world at this. Goes back to their home country and doesn't play well.
Yeah, like that.
Ryan Giggs syndrome, even though George Best was earlier.
somewhat earlier.
John O'Shea.
George Best, you have Ryan Giggs syndrome. Who is that? Some
This
guy
is baby. This is baby who's gonna fuck his brother's wife.
What, as a baby?
Yeah, this baby's a real wrong, and I can feel it.
Yeah. And the entire family took Ryan's side.
I know.
His brother Rodri has to do like paddy power adverts and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
no, he fucked my wife, and he fucked your wife, and he fucked Imogen
Right.
Thomas.
It just showed how well, that's where he got all his shit from, was from his family, who were like, we'll go with the one with money.
Yeah,
We're going to take the money side.
I tell you who bought us our house. This fucking one.
Yeah.
Quite something. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to talk about house.
Sorry, Ryan.
So who do you think is the most reliable?
It's Brian Mills.
Ryan's wife. How? Sorry, wife.
But do you know at the end of the first Taken movie when he saves the daughter and he goes, I told you I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some fucking reliable shit then, because you're saying, if I tell you something, I'm going to do it 100%, which is an admirable quality.
For the audio listeners, he pointed at me in a sarcastic fashion.
Whoa! It's impossible to know whether my point was sarcastic or not. But it was. Anyway, the...
One time I fuck. All right.
2 times.
For the same thing,
Yes.
one time.
For the 2 times for the same thing.
They've done the same thing as one thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Well, so was Brian Mills that reliable? Because why did his wife
well,
divorce him in the first
Has
place?
anybody noticed how Adam hasn't got a single thing to back up his own hero? He just wants to smear campaign my hero.
I've got some things.
Yeah, go on. How reliable is George Best? Give me goals per season.
7.
That is not reliable. That is a deeply unreliable striker.
7.
You know what? He's a winger, right? With George Best.
He was a midfielder, but
Yeah, kind
he
of.
was.
He
But he was
was
a
an
goal scorer.
yeah.
He
It
scored.
was good, but I bet 7's not far off.
No, if you include every
include the
season he
shitty
ever played.
seasons.
Yeah, exactly. The one where he played like 3 games for Toronto.
For the New York Cosmos.
Yeah.
So I can give you total career. So he played 616 games and scored 204 goals.
So 1 in 3.
And
Yeah,
then,
pretty
9 in 37 for Northern Ireland.
Wait, 1 in 3 in a career, that's not bad for a winger.
It's unreal.
Yeah, considering he was drunk most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hero.
That's kind of our
really good.
podcast. 1 in 3, guys. If you stick with us, there'll be 1 in 3.
Yeah. Brian Mills has his iconic speech. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. I mean, you don't have to say it all because that'd be. But no, how does it start? At least.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But what I do know is that I have a very particular set of skills.
Yeah.
Skills that will make me a nightmare for men like you.
Yeah. An iconic speech.
I
An
will
iconic
look for you. I will find you.
Wow, you
I
know
will
more
kill
than
you.
An iconic moment at cinema. Does any one of George Best's goals match up to that level?
No, but his quotes do.
The thing you just googled.
Yeah, Adam
I
has been
googled it a while ago.
frantically
Let's
looking
hear
for
some George
anything to
Best
say.
because they're probably
No,
going to be
no.
good.
I mean, just be sure. Just hand me your phone for a sec.
I love that quote.
So I'm used
if
to go
you ask
missing
me
a
to
lot.
choose between scoring in the Champions League final and fucking Miss World, I can't because I've done both.
It's scoring
Classic.
against Liverpool.
Whatever.
I used to go missing a lot. Miss Canada, Miss United Kingdom, Miss World.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, one of those people, one of those things, Miss Britain or Miss Canada was definitely Miss World. So he definitely just is claiming a 2 for 1 there.
Miss
Yeah,
you,
so
second star.
1 and 3 record again.
it's still probably good, but I mean, he is. Anyway, whatever.
I've stopped drinking, but only while I'm asleep.
Sounds like he stole that.
Mr. Best, you need to stop drinking more than that. You'll die.
That did kill him eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he got a
hit by a
liver.
Guinness truck.
He got a liver replacement, and then he kept drinking. He is a world class Egypt.
Yeah, it's typical of me to be finishing a long career, a distinguished drinking career, just as the government is planning to open pubs 24 hours a day. That's what he said on the 24-hour pub license. Remember when they were bringing that in? no 24-hour
Hasn't
pubs.
actually happened.
Yeah, it's such
I
a
thought
shame.
it was brought in
There
like
is a few.
2000.
There is a few, but it's so rare.
Yeah, you get like Market
But
Porter
in London. In
Borough.
London is like very few. Up the country, I think there's a lot more. Because like
Yeah.
in Liverpool, you can actually drink all night.
Yeah, but that's Liverpool food.
Yeah, but Liverpool's great, to be fair.
Yes, it is. And scoring against him is iconic.
And do you want more quotes?
Nope.
Spent a lot of money on booze, birds, and fast cars.
The rest I just wasted.
squandered. Do you not like George Best?
I think he's fine, but I mean, I'm up against him here. What do I?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's up against the Bryan Mills, who had taken
Mills
2
is
for kebab shop owner as the final fight.
I mean, I kind of also have alienated the judge in a huge way in this particular.
But in a way, it's the judge's fault, and we should have discussed it before the show. But
I don't like how he's taking, like, feels like he's going to give you victory to apologise for not moving in with it.
Oh, so I literally can't win if I vote for either of you. Oh, Barney, get ready for your first win.
Have we had a draw on this yet?
No,
Never
but
gonna
that'll make you both angry.
And angry for a separate reason.
Yeah.
Send it to the audience.
No,
Yeah.
because this is going to come out in January 2025. We'll have completely forgotten about it.
It'll be my birthday.
Oh, you can celebrate that in the new house.
Yeah. We'll send each other letters. No, who's the most international icon? George Best. Football is a worldwide sport. Taken, an international film, but directed by a French guy. Is it limited to Europe? Has everyone seen Taken?
I have seen Taken.
Yeah.
Have you seen Taken?
I've seen all 3 Taken films. Was there a TV series at Taken?
No, I don't think so.
I think
There's an Equalizer TV show.
And now there's a Born, like Treadstone TV show.
Treadstone, yeah. Limitless was a good one.
The-
as well.
No, this is all right.
There was a TV show in the US.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lasted 2 seasons apparently. Before.
Really?
Yeah,
See?
back in 2017.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Apologies.
I know my film franchises turn TV shows.
But you
for a
don't
short
know
time.
your George Best trivia.
Yeah.
Well, what trivia do you have about Bryan Mills? How many goals did he score for Man United?
0.
Exactly.
Easy.
Shit.
Thanks.
But he was a defender.
He's goalkeeper, and he was a famous one. He was great.
Who's the pop star he looks after? Holly Valance.
It was Holly Valance,
Yeah.
but she had a different name
He
in
was
the movie.
playing
But yeah,
Holly Valance.
Polly Halance.
yeah. And he fucking smashes the guy, takes the life off him, and then he's like, "Don't you worry, Holly." He gets real sexy with her. My daughter wants to be a singer. Any chance you might let my daughter be a singer?
Yeah, she's learning to be a singer following you 2 on tour. I was obsessed with Holly Valance when
Holly Valance was so hot.
Yeah, that video Kiss.
Oh,
Jesus.
Kiss. When she was like see-through naked,
Yeah.
he kind of
Like a
like a sexy fish.
Yeah, when your girlfriend's naked on the bed, you look like a fish.
What's the sexiest fish?
Sexiest fish, is it an eel? It's like a sock for your dick. Got old Red Hot Chili Peppers with it. No, blowfish.
Blowfish, there's something there. I mean,
Catfish.
whiskers.
Too sensitive.
Whiskers.
They can feel tremors in the earth.
Yeah, but could it pretend to be a different kind of fish?
Although, people fish for catfish and like by putting their arms down their throats and like pull them out, which seems like a useful talent if you're going to fuck a fish. I don't know if there's a...
Listen, if you're going to fuck a fish, you're going to want to know this. Read right down in it.
Catfish have a very open throat.
Yeah.
No gag reflex on a catfish. Yeah, great.
Yeah, if you're into curvy women like an orca, come here. Adam, you haven't said what the sexiest fish is yet.
He's Googling it.
Googling fish. Fish quotes.
Googling it. This guy.
Haddock.
Well, that's gross.
yeah, keep it local.
That's gross. That's gross. I can't believe you just said
What am I
that.
going to do? Fuck some foreigner?
Barney?
Sorry to spring it on you.
Cutting this out anyway.
What the fucking fish bit?
You're not
No,
cutting.
just my answer. I'm gonna say salmon.
And that's
Oh,
gross.
you
should
Tory
cut it
fuck.
out. Yeah, absolute fucking Tory is right. Pat, this is the first time I agree with you going after Barney. I tell you what we haven't had in this episode. Pat, what have you been up to recently?
I'm just
Letting your friends.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, well, I had to get there first.
Disappointing friends.
Yes, okay.
Apologising to friends. I didn't want to live in Wimbledon. I did not tell you.
Fair, done.
Sorry.
Why not? See the tennis?
Too far. My brother lives there. It's like I'm following him again. He moved to Cricklewoods, and then I moved to Cricklewoods.
I don't think you can follow someone who's younger than you.
So that's the judge, mate. I couldn't follow him. They're younger than me.
Your Honor, I think you'll find this child was actually hanging around outside my school.
Yeah. He was following me, but ahead of me. Yeah. Follow this logic. I can't. I'm younger than you. Who's the most likely to get you into...
MMA?
No, get you into an exclusive club?
Oh, that's a
George
very
Best.
good question. That probably George Best. Well, George Best.
Well, there's a celebrity way and there's a fighting way.
Well, Bryan Mills could get you in if he wanted to, but Bryan Mills isn't just beating people up because it's good
No.
crack. He likes his daughter a lot. Weird. Weird, I know. But
She got a weird T-Rex run as well.
she is a weird looking bird as well. She's got...
There is certain clubs you can get into if you're into your daughter a bit too much, to be fair.
What is that one?
Opus Day.
More rings, I guess. Well, pizza restaurants.
Yeah. Comic Ping-Pong Pizza.
Yeah. But
The UN.
I think Bryan Mills would be all right, actually, because he looks after celebrities.
this
I'm
is the
trying
thing.
to back you up
Yeah.
here.
He could
Don't
get
you
you
dare
in.
interrupt
He
me.
could get you in. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah. He could get you in because he's mates with Polly Valance.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
And she owes him a favour.
Maybe you're right. Actually, you know what?
Where
Sorry.
George Best
My
is
guy
dead.
is right.
So
That's true. He'd
Yeah,
have
but
he'd need a Ouija board and a very understanding bouncer.
get you through the gates of hell. That's all he can get.
Excuse me, mate. George Best says I'll be here. He's dead, mate.
You go, what? Well, let me introduce you to my medium.
Listen, mate, none of you are mediums.
Let me introduce you to my 4XL. to my Bustis League.
Yeah, your other one was way better. I'm telling you. Anyway, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But we're thinking either Bustis League or Fantastic 4XL or
Suicider
the
Squad.
XL Men.
XL man. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's for when we lose
Suicider
weight.
Squad ain't bad.
Suicider Squad.
Suicide Squad. It's good. Vote below. Comment in the comments. What would be a better name for a tour? We've got the Bustis League, Fantastic 4XL, XL Men, and
Avengash.
Suicide Squad.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not
Vengash.
good. It's not good.
A Venkash Rise of Ultron's dick.
I also think Bustis League should be left out.
Bustis makes me feel good.
But what
Yes,
is
but
Buster?
Justice League and busting make me feel good are two separate things completely.
But the podcast and the Justice League are two separate things.
Yeah. So you're
check,
choosing
mate.
three
Tip
different
over your
things
king.
is what you want. Because the podcast is still involved in your thing.
Yeah. Bustis.
What is Bustis?
It's like jacking off heroes.
Finally.
No, jacking off and it does good.
Bryan Mills, give it to
It does good. What,
Yeah,
like
like
donating
Bustis.
sperm?
No, that just brings more kids into the world. Like if you jack off and it stops a fire.
That one ought to be one hell of a load.
You get a statue.
Yeah, I do. You have to be like Sting.
Well, they might make a fountain out of it. Like,
Yeah. Just you go.
and it's all just yeah.
Oh no, of course, yes, but not in like a solid stream and just like pumps.
That's
The ass of the
different-
statue just keeps.
slightly different heights.
that's disgusting. You've dishonored Bustis.
The
If
tour
there's
will
any
crying out for
busters in the
the
world.
tour will not be called Busters League.
Do you think the PRs and the advertisers will like it? So
I think-
the Busters
I
League.
think the Fantastic Four XLs is funny.
Okay.
Anyway,
Rise of the Silver Buster.
Silver Jerker.
Man wants to die.
Bust off the.
He wants to do a weird masturbatory tour with only 50 men. The man wants to die.
The man wants to bust.
We're back to Troy time now. As long as the bust of Troy is in the hands, then our people will live on.
We did Troy before, didn't we?
We did
Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you know why you're busting.
I will not let a bus steal my glory.
Yeah. The deaf, dumb, and blind man who busted in front of Achilles.
I have just done what has never been done.
Okay.
I have kissed the bust of a man.
Your
who
mind
killed-
is transported into your hero's body at the peak of their ability. How do you do? What do you do? Let's start with well, at the peak of your ability, you're probably in the CIA.
Well, the thing is, it's my mind. His mind is the thing, because I don't think he's like a big jacked super athlete.
Yeah.
So I think my mind makes him worse at his job. I think they'd be like, we need to stop these terrorists. And I'd be like, do you got any ideas or what are we? Because I know my body is capable of great things, but I don't know how to do them.
Yeah. Just turning like, knocking on someone's door and going,
I was probably better off before as 6'3" massive guy.
Yeah. But also, how's he going to be in your body?
He'd struggle. He'd be sensational if he took over at the right time.
Yeah.
But if he took over now, he'd be like, step one, down the gym for a couple of months.
Yeah. So we're closing now. No, I need to.
So, my daughter was taken, and I don't think I have a huge amount of time, but first thing I have to do is get able to run again.
I need to find it. Yeah, jump over a fence. I need to find any black bastard.
that wasn't Brian Mills.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't Brian Mills. Brian Mills. That's
Also, we got to give Liam Neeson a bit of credit. There wasn't that many black people around.
No. I'm not saying he was like in the. It's a weird thing to say, but I get what you're saying.
It's a weird thing to say in an interview to promote a film.
Because he was
definitely.
told to be more open. He's
Yeah.
like, it was his girlfriend at the time. And he's like, I wanted to kill the person who did it, and apparently it was a black guy.
Yeah.
And then Belfast the other man. So it's like, I completely understand the thing. It's just in the sentence he put it in, it's weird.
Yes, correct.
No, I'm not saying Liam Neeson's a bad guy. I like Paul Gascoigne.
Watch Barney timestamp where we are now. Barney is the
Can you
ultimate
stop playing World of
censor.
Warcraft for 2 minutes?
Going
Barney's
after Barney.
I'm not going after Barney.
There's like certain words that I have to censor or will get like 2 views, and while and seemingly are 3 of them.
Yeah. And we usually say them in the same
I
sentence.
fucking the
That's the latest book by David Walliams. So Adam,
Hey, hi
you
there.
Freaky Friday George Best.
I did, yeah, in the 70s. That's why he only scored 100 goals. He was busy. He was busy shagging around and cheating on his missus.
I'm being great at the foosball table.
Yeah, he was. Look up his foosball record, and you'll see I was actually in control. It'll go exactly like that. Drinking too much and not turning up for training or any kind of practice.
Nice.
Sweet. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Strong. I'm a big fan.
Chip is the nicest.
But sometimes it's a bit too minty. It's like toothpaste.
Okay, I'm gonna go pistachio then. 'cause
I love pistachio as well. Green ice cream all round. Barney, redeem yourself.
None of that orange ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
If you go orange, you're a dirty fucking tramp.
I was gonna. I had like a really nice like honeycomb one the other day, but I feel like it's almost
Yeah, I can support that.
Yeah,
It's got bits in it.
Love them, yeah.
Yeah.
Love them.
Close.
Ooh, someone has
I
a good
love that
dentist.
you went out in October and got a honeycomb ice cream.
Yeah.
The
You
best,
sexy
best time
bastard.
to get it.
I once had a McFlurry
By
in the
time
morning in
it's on a
December,
deal.
and I had a headache for the entire day.
I
don't know why I did it.
I had a slushy last week and I started I got the worst brain freeze. I immediately went back up to the counter, got another slushy because they were free.
What shop is this?
It wasn't in
Well,
a
the
shop.
event, right?
It was in it was up in Birmingham. And this fucking guy gives me another free slushy. I took a massive sup again. Immediately, again, nearly started crying because of brain freeze. I was like, I'm an idiot. I am actually...
Were they alcoholic slushies?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
No, they were not.
You go for blue or red? Which flavour?
I go mix.
That's disgusting.
Jesus.
I couldn't live with that.
Well, you don't like any mixed. When two things of different colours mix, you get real angry. I know that about you.
I am one, technically.
What a slushy.
Yeah. They call you.
I'm trying to turn up the abs, but it's like, that feels like a slushy.
Blue
I've been
red's
eating-
the hand.
I've been eating rocks. Tiny rocks. Blue, reds. Nah.
Blue red's the hand's not bad. Is it?
It's just better than it should have any right to be, but it's good. Yeah.
What? Why were they giving out free slushies at this event?
Well, everybody was trying to like one up each other, giving out free stuff.
Like
at their
conference
stalls.
stuff. Everyone
It was
gives up stuff.
Just massive conference. It was in the fucking NEC. It was
Money. Give out money.
huge.
But you're not allowed to do that because that's bribery.
And a load of it, like there was places giving out cocktails and beers and all, and you
Yeah.
know, but that was pretty standard. There was one place giving out slushies, and early in the day I went for the slushie. Late in the day, obviously it was beers and cocktails, but early in the day I went for the slushie. Glug, 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 dead. I was dying of brain freeze, and then as soon as I got over it, I went, "Do you know what I need now?" It's another slushie. So I went back up to him, got another slushie, and immediately again nearly started crying. It was
Yeah.
it's a proof of how smart I am. Anyway, the
Well, your brain was frozen, to be fair. So
well, Adam, I appreciate you looking after me.
yeah,
Thank
come on, give yourself some slack, man.
That's true.
And
Did you hear the theory?
You're not a bad friend.
Did you hear? No, I'm a terrible friend, terrible podcast host. Fat, I'm ugly. I keep dissing Barney, and he only deserves half of it.
Yeah, Barney deserves some of it. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have a night out, Barney. Like we should initiate him, like,
we
hit with
could have-
paddles and
we
shit.
could have if Barney would ever stay out the big.
What's the problem, Barney? You
What's a slur I
vegan?
can
You
say?
vegan or something?
I'm actually not drinking at the moment, which I do deserve abuse for.
Well,
No,
what
that's
about?
fair.
Can we stick a Zempic in your ass?
Why aren't you drinking at the moment?
I just wanted a month off.
Smart.
Yes.
Sober October.
Have you noticed?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
Have you noticed whenever you ask someone if they're not drinking, it's either like this is
It's never a fun reason.
It's never like an interesting reason. It's either boring or I killed my child.
Yeah, but you know what I don't like is that he's like, "Oh, I just fancied a month off. You could have the whole rest of your life off, Barney, because we might fire you if you don't drink."
It's not up to us. It's up to the CEO. Yeah, I'm not even part of the board. I'm on as a BORED.
Oh, damn it, you got me. Damn
Finally, I beat you to the punch for one of them. All right, final observations.
Pat's an intern on his own podcast.
Yeah. I don't, if I had a bigger salary, I might be able to move. And that's the last mention I'll ever make of disappointing Hugh for this. Womble's live in Wimbledon, I hate them. Last final arguments. Don't pick up my litter, you dirty little mole. There's no identity theft.
My final argument is thus: Bryan Mills, if he tells you he will do something such as save you or move in with you, he will do it every time. He will never let you down. He's not flaky in any way.
He
That's a new
promised to move
Ricky
in.
Never
remix.
gonna give you up.
Never gonna be flaky.
Always gonna move to Wimbledon.
Zone 3.
What's on you in now?
3.
No,
It's a different 3.
an unbelievable fucking shout. This sounds on the Northern line. Anyway, never mind. Sorry.
Sorry.
Better line. That's a good line.
Much easier. Anyway.
Straight to mine.
Well, that's
Oh,
handy.
you two are going to... Oh, I'm going to get left out.
Oh, we're
look
going
at
to sit
this.
around watching Troy.
Look at this. I can't wait to watch Troy with you, Adam.
Adam, final arguments.
George Best's a great guy, great lover, great footballer.
Say a single thing we don't know about him.
He's a Gemini.
Not true.
To be fair, I didn't know
Not
that.
true. That is not true.
Yeah, but
It's
you
not
didn't
true.
know about it.
No, but it's not true.
You never said it had to be true.
Well, I think I implied it.
How, are you sure it's not true?
I'm 100% sure it's not true.
Why?
Oh,
Why'd
shit,
you know
no,
his
he
star
is a
sign?
Gemini.
1 in 12.
Oh, that is so annoying.
To be mate, it's 1 in 12. That's a great. The challenge here was a great punt.
Fuck. That is fucking infuriating.
It'd be like if Adam guessed his favorite number between 1 and 12.
7.
That's the autistic one.
It's impossible to know.
Any more, Adam?
Well, I think that's
mean, you can't-
how well I
beat
know
that.
George Best. Can you best me?
Yeah, George
go on.
Bessie doesn't get on well with Scorpios.
George Scorpius, the defender of Man United.
Hey, I'll tell you what, most Miss Worlds, Aquariuses, easy peasy to fuck them. Am I right?
No, because I'm an Aquarius. Why do you fuck me?
I said it was
you
easy,
been-
not that it was.
He's not desperate.
Have you been playing aloof this whole time? Is that?
I don't know what that is. Don't you wash yourself in the shower with that?
You do, yeah.
Okay, this is
Great
this.
footballer. great
This has been
cover.
a lovely-
This
Great
has been a
cover.
delight. This has been an absolute joy. I've learned a lot about myself in the last hour or so. There's no easy choices in this game. Is there some sort of flip a coin app?
Or
Do not
indeed
have
a
a
coin.
How broke are you?
Actually, well, I do have a coin actually.
Oh no.
No, but we're not doing that. We're not
Hey.
doing that.
Give us a.
No,
Andy's got up a flip coin app.
I have, yes.
No, but we don't need it. The winner is Bryan Mills.
Nice.
What?
A pleasure.
Bullshit.
Two in a row.
Even though I guessed
2 in a row.
Gemini
The
correctly.
Gemini I thought was sealed.
Mate,
that should have done
They
it.
should have sealed it, but like, that's the only one you got, really.
That's
What
true.
are you
You
on
knew
about?
nothing else. Anyway, look,
Miss
we're done
World
now.
Thing?
I don't think you knew he was Northern Irish before today.
I know. Yeah. Well, I think you Googled him at the last minute. Anyway.
Anyway,
That
this
was-
has been the Hero Comedy Podcast. I've got nothing to plug apart from Hammersmith Comedy Club, one of the greatest clubs in London.
We love Hammersmith.
As well as a new comedy called Live at the Hive, which Hugh will introduce you to now.
Live at the Hive, Gosnell's Bermondsey Beer Mile, first Thursday in November and December. Get yourself down. It's going to be unreal.
Adam, plugs?
Pat's going to be there.
Yeah, come to Hammersmith Comedy Club. What else am I doing? Not a lot. So yeah,
Come to Gran Canaria.
Yeah, come to Gran Canaria with me. It's Gay Pride. I'm going.
Links will be in the description from now on.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Barney.
Pat.
We love you.